The FilmLab Africa project, I'd call it a watershed, in its own way, because of the way the program has been designed. The goal of the program itself, is not just to train emerging filmmakers, but it's to immerse them, into the film space, into the film industry, and not just show the practice, but the business side of things. How can filmmakers become entrepreneurs?
We need a new pipeline of filmmakers. FilmLab is, answers to some prayers, I would say, and hopefully the opportunity for some dreams to come true.
In terms of FilmLab Africa, I think it's a brilliant project. I like the fact that there's a learning element that moves on to production element, that moves on to showcasing. So it's like a 360, everything that you need to know about Nollywood and about being successful in the industry.
The learning season, was exciting. It wasn't just an academic exercise, but it was, these participants coming into each session, feeling energized, feeling refreshed, adding knowledge, understanding the business, filmmaking, in diverse ways.
The learning season was intensive, to say the least. It was intensive, but we put together a season program that was designed to educate, inform, and really equip the participants in the next phase of their filmmaking career.
Being selected as a cohort member for FilmLab Africa was amazing, it was surreal.
Being a part of this cohort has really made me feel like I have what it takes, especially being selected.
I'm forever grateful that I got selected.
I don't know what they were looking for, but I'm grateful that they picked me.
I feel privileged to be selected.
What has happened with the selection of participants is having participants that are not just bold, but they are creative, and they are open to knowledge.
The quality of the facilitators on this training program is as a result of the atmosphere and the relationship we've been able to build within ourselves as partners. And I think one cannot move away from the fact that there was a trust, that we all believed in the ambition of this project and we all believed in what we wanted to do.
I will never forget how the class by dawn made me feel. I had goosebumps. I had light bulb moments.
I think the facilitators have been absolutely amazing. And then there's, of course, Lamre Adisa. His class, it was very nostalgic. And to have him as a facilitator was really, really helpful and insightful.
The quality of training is exceptional. It feels like they're handing us a manual for success.
One of the great things about, these types of interactions is, even though I'm the facilitator, teaching, sharing, from my little experience, you also get to be reminded of the things that you've forgotten. You get to relearn some things that you never knew. So it was a great session.
The quality of the training, fantastic. And I think it's because I picked fantastic partners. And speaking to some of the participants, you could hear them say, I did a master's, in 12 weeks. And it's amazing. A lot of them have said this experience is life-changing. It built their confidence, from 0 to 100.
After the 10-week process of learning with the facilitators, it was now time for the participants to pitch and to pitch competitively. Because one of the things that we realized quickly in the industry is that it's all about presentation, the way you present yourself, the way you present your ideas. And I think that pitching section was one of the important parts of the process so far.
The FilmLab Africa pitch session was so interesting. It was so enthralling. The participants were so passionate. Their imagination is out of this world.
My pitch session was nerve-wracking.
I was quite nervous because that was my first time pitching on that kind of scale.
I love pitching. I think pitching is a way to prove concept that, okay, what I think I know, I actually know.
I was very interested in the story. I wanted to also sell this. I believed in it. And so it was easy for me to answer the questions and pitch.
The pitch section took me back to my final year in school. It was like defending my final year project.
When we moved into the production season became quite challenging because these were 20 films, grant-winning films, that was going to be used to showcase what the participants have learned over the course of the training program.
So production, in my experience, I could see, in the quality of the technical crew, so the cinematographer, the lights, the sound. I could see that, and they were very consistent across the different sets.
Today is like the first day of shoot. It went great. We had 1 or 2 delays, but we're grateful to God because everything ended up well. So yeah, we're looking forward to resuming tomorrow. So yeah, see you tomorrow.
Well, I mean, it's been amazing here, and I've been blessed with, beautiful and eclectic and hardworking crew members who are friendly. So it's been amazing here.
I think the first time that I started doing the directing work in pre-production, at some point I felt like steam was coming out of my ear because I had to do director's treatment. I had to do like drafts of, the pitch documents, and those things I had never done in my life.
My set was really, really excellent. I worked with very, very efficient crew, and we were always on time. We wrapped up early enough with even a day to spare. I had a few women on my set, my continuity and my line producer, right? Working with these women was really, really amazing, I tell you.
I'm the sound recordist for this project, and it's been awesome. And the experience has been wonderful.
It's been an amazing journey of 21 days. So far, it's been a sweet journey.
The experience on this project has been wonderful and magnificent. I've enjoyed every bit of it, having different producers to work with. It's been a very good experience.
There's been a lot of work done, and I want to give a huge thank you to the British Council, the FilmLab partners, and the entire team. Shout out to every single member of the FilmLab Cohort 2024. I am rooting for each one of you, and I wish you all the very best.
The entire team are people I call friends in the industry, and I don't call a lot of people friends. And working with them was a breeze. Everybody was professional, friendly, accommodating, understanding. It was a really good experience.
I like my character. It's a very good character, a very good one. I've not played this in a long time, so I really like it, and I love the people I'm working with.
I'm glad for this opportunity to be a part of, I think this is the first project they're really getting off on the ground. Having a lot of young people do things with new ideas. It's only right to inject new blood into the system of whatever industry you're in.
One thing I cannot wait for is the last shout of "It is a wrap" on this set. That "It's a wrap" is going to come from the hearts of everybody on this set. Why? We have struggled, we have endured. We can see our efforts in real time.
It's a wrap.
And as we stepped into the showcase season, this is the epitome of the program in itself, where we're showcasing these 20 grant-winning films, the 10 short films, as well as the 10 short microfilms.
This showcase, Creative Hustle, Film Club, they're all catalysts. They're all put together to spark conversation, number one, spark ideas, and hopefully intervention and participation.
These participants are ready to take on the film industry and move their career to the next level.
This is a very beautiful initiative, and not a lot of people actually bring it to Nigerians, to Lagos to do, and for British Council to actually do that, thank you.
At the end of FilmLab, I see an academy, a proper institution that supports learning, for creatives in the film space.
For me, I see the future of a FilmLab Africa that continues to grow into something that is bigger, to affect more lives. to be able to be a thought leader, to be able to influence, because there's several things that we want to see in Nollywood.
Future of FilmLab is being able to build a tribe and a community of filmmakers that tell better stories, tell effective stories, and are plugged well into the global experience to be able to take themselves and sell their culture, sell their sense of self to everybody around the world and be well received because their works are well packaged to global standards, but are also built uniquely to the local nuances of being a Nigerian, being an African, and telling stories in a way that does not define us, but allows people to share in our experiences.